Should you be doing the Jefferson curl? Spinal flexion is a nice hot topic for debate, and an even bigger debate is spinal flexion with load. And a controversial exercise for this is the Jefferson curl. Several for, several against. So, should you be doing this? I will give our opinion here, and it's not black and white. First off, we need to look at the anatomy of the back and also compare the movement to the deadlift. Now, it makes sense in the deadlift to work on keeping the back straight, as you can use those really big erector spinae muscles in the back. However, when doing pure spinal flexion, you aren't really using as much erector spinae and are usually using deeper, smaller muscles, of which there are several, and of those includes the multifidus. If you do completely avoid any spinal flexion and only work on strength in the neutral spine, it's likely you'll have really strong erector spinae muscles, but potentially be having weaker, smaller muscles in the back. So this is where the Jefferson curl comes in. It isn't something you need to avoid, and it can be done safely and a great exercise to add into a program. However, that does come with a big asterisk for two very important reasons. The first point to note is that the Jefferson curl isn't the deadlift. If you can lift heavy in the deadlift, doesn't mean you should be in the Jefferson curl. As we have mentioned, different muscles are getting involved for each. So if you've been deadlifting the whole time with a neutral spine, you can't then just start trying to lift that much in a Jefferson curl, or just start ignoring any form because you heard going into spinal flexion doesn't matter. As then yes, you'll be more likely to get injured. It's like if you've not run for a long time and you're starting back up, don't just run a marathon on your first run or you'll get injured. It's not that running's bad, you just need to give the body time to adapt to things. It's the same with the Jefferson curl. You have to gradually build up, slowly progressing the load over time and giving your body time to adapt. Go too far too quick and you can get hurt, just like any other exercise. People use strongmen as an example of it being okay lifting heavy loads with a flexed spine, but they've likely done that their whole way through their career, especially if always pushing and lifting to their max. So they'll have years of this adaptation under their belt. The second and more important point is that in some cases, for some people, you won't want to be doing the Jefferson curl. And that's if already having lower back issues and flexion is aggravating to you, especially if disc-related and suffering sciatic type symptoms with it. Again, not that it makes this a bad or dangerous exercise, and it's something you can definitely get back to in the future, but like you wouldn't bench press if you've had a pec tear, you do other rehab and exercises first and then start building into that as you recover. It's the same thing with the Jefferson curl. And for the people to say not to be doing it at all for anyone, regardless of their situation, there's one very big problem promoting avoidance. And I'm not getting into the issues of the psychological side for today, but more that not doing anything like this to help with adaptations to spinal flexion, when actually having to do spinal flexion in day-to-day activities, you'll then be more likely to get hurt because you're less robust and resilient to that movement. And it's pretty impossible to avoid spinal flexion in your day-to-day. The spine is designed to bend. Obviously, that is literally how it's designed. But at the same time, just be sensible with the build-up on your way, trying to make the body more resilient and robust so you don't get hurt in the process of strengthening it. And the Jefferson curl isn't the only exercise you want to be doing to be getting a stronger back. There are so many other muscles that need including. And in this video here, we cover all lower back exercises you will need in all planes to help with strength, stability, and mobility.